So I want to say welcome. So like we always do, we want to start with the economic calendar. We want to start with the economic calendar for the week. So let's go to Forest Factory to see how the week is going to run. Because actually it is news that moves the market. So when there is no news, when there is no major news, it's usually pretty quiet. So we'll be looking at the week that will start, that is actually going to start today and run down to the 14th. And okay, so this is Monday. Monday is going to be no much activity. This is the Chinese. Then on Tuesday is also going to be pretty quiet. We only have this orange folder that is FOMC member hacker speaking. That will be even by 11 p.m. Nigeria. That's 12. That will be 12 a.m. South Africa. So it's going to be pretty quiet Monday, quiet Tuesday. But then the market will pick up on Wednesday, because on Wednesday, 1:30 Nigeria and 2:30 South Africa, we're going to have the CPI. CPI, a red folder news. That will be released 1:30 p.m. Nigeria and 2:30 p.m. South Africa. Then same Wednesday, 12 p.m. the GBP will be busy because the Bank of England Governor Bali is going to be speaking. So we expect some activity, some movement in the GBP by 2 p.m. Nigeria, 3 p.m. South Africa. Then that will take us to 3 p.m. Nigeria, 4 p.m. South Africa on same Wednesday for the Canadian dollar. We have the Bank of England, the Bank of Canada rate statement, and then the overnight rate, and the Bank of Canada monetary policy report by 3 p.m. Nigeria, 4 p.m. South Africa. Then same Wednesday, still for the Canadian dollar, there will be the Bank of Canada press conference. So these are, when we see red folders like this, please, you don't want to be on a trade carrying any of that, carrying the currency of that news report. Then it's still gonna be a busy Wednesday, because 7 p.m. Nigeria, 8 p.m. South Africa, there's going to be FOMC meeting minutes, followed by 8 p.m., 8:15 p.m. Nigeria, 9:15 p.m. South Africa GBP news, where the Bank of England Governor Bali is going to speak. So that takes us to Thursday. On Thursday, by 2:30 a.m. Nigeria, 3:30 a.m. South Africa, it will be the AUD. The unemployment change. So we expect the AUD to be spiking by this time. So 7 a.m. Nigeria, 8 a.m. South Africa. On Thursday, the GBP will be in action. Why 1:30 p.m. Nigeria to 2:30 p.m. South Africa? We expect the USD to be impacted with a red folder news. That will be quickly followed by the Canadian dollar, by 2 p.m. Nigeria, 3 p.m. South Africa. Then the activity for the day will close with this 6:01 p.m. South Africa, 7:01 p.m. 6:01 p.m. Nigeria, 7:01 p.m. South Africa. That will wrap up Friday on Thursday, taking us to Friday. We are 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, 2:30 p.m. South Africa. We have a red folder news for the USD. So it's going to be a busy week from but we expect the activity to actually be on from Wednesday. So Monday and Tuesday is going to be pretty quiet leading up to this very huge activity as the week winds up. All right, so let's see what the dollar. It's really not easy days for the dollar. The dollar is struggling seriously, having serious trouble to stay strong. Well, it seems there are a whole lot of forces that are just against the dollar. But what we are seeing technically, um, that was during our last outlook, the dollar was here. So the dollar was, I was actually seeing how the dollar was going to react, or how it was going to react on this key level here, but it did dip down. It actually dipped down. So the dollar dipped, but then for the past before the close of the week, the dollar was actually struggling to go higher. So okay, on the long term, I think we may just see the dollar dipping below, trying to reach this level here in our monthly. Because what is actually doing on the monthly, would have expected that it should be moving higher. So I won't be surprised if, based on all the things that are happening on the dollar, if the dollar comes lower and try to fill up the gap here. But in the short run, we might still see the dollar trying to go higher. So I want to see how at market opening, how the dollar tricks above this level here. Then if it makes yeah, I think I want to see it move go higher, probably get to though the setup is not very clean. It's not very clean, but I want to look for a reason why it should. Okay, why it should. Okay. Okay, I think I want to see it. This is what I would like to see from the dollar. So how would that affect the pairs that the pairs we trade, like the Euro USD? It's pretty very tight, but it's looking very tight. The 6. So that's like what I would want to see from the Euro USD. Then GU, GU, really the same thing. Just see it pull back and then drop off. Okay, so that's like what are expecting from GU. So this pairs move opposite of the USD. So when the USD is, if the USD is going down, they go up. If the USD is coming up, they go down. Then let's see gold. Gold. Yeah, I believe gold needs to sell off. Gold needs some going down to do. Yeah, I think if gold can come higher a little, just come higher, clear out the liquidity that are found there. Then Clean this up a little bit to enable us have a good look. Yeah, I think we have good reasons to expect it to sell off. Sell off to that point. Yeah. So for entry, I think I have a better view now. I think we can look for entry, see if it can come higher here. But we might just see it come a little bit, maybe to this point here, and then drop off to this level. All right, I think we have card lovers. card. Last Sunday when USD card was around this level, said I wanted it to come lower to approach these points here to see, to tell us what it was actually going to do, and it quickly did that. So the fact that for a very long time it's been, for like almost 2 weeks, it's been dropping. So we expect some kind of strength. Just that the move that he's making is not really very impulsive. You're supposed to be making some impulsive move, even if we are looking at it that it is making, that it is a kind of, even if we are seeing it as a retracement, we're just focusing on the fact that we've been having the market come down in one direction for about 2 weeks. So now we expect a move to the upside. So I like clean setups. I don't like the way this guy is just moving up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm not really impressed. I like having it very clean. But I think the least we expect UCAD to move, it's let me pick my fib. Yeah, I think the least we expect it to come as high as this point, but then here will be very, very okay. Just that trying to get an entry with the way this thing is just coming up, down, out, down, might just be very difficult. But we have good reason to believe that it will make, especially with the card news that we have within the week. We have some very big card news. So we have to, it needs to make at least a retracement to that level. You might see it as high as this. But if the way it's moving, it's actually not giving a very good entry. So we might just see it make this move, make this up and down, but it will be gradually creeping up until maybe we get it as this 1.36584. Okay, USD JPY. USD JPY. This was actually the point I were expecting it to react to or get to. It hasn't really done that, but it's close. So for entry, I think we might just have it for it actually give a good entry. You expect it to because it needs to give you an entry. If you can get it back to this point here, then you just have good reason to take it there. So let's hope that that happens. It's a good 74 pips. So what I want to see is I don't want the market to open and then it goes straight down to this level. I want it to, first of all, make a pullback. The fact that we've already had, we can consider this as an impulse. And then we still have this very move that went in just straight in one direction. So normally when there is this kind of large movement, we expect that the market should go back and at least make a kind of a recovery or balance up. So the market just went aggressively in one direction. That's not how the market moves. Market gives both buyers and sellers opportunity. But this was one-sided. So that's why when at market opening, I want to see USD JPY make a kind of a retracement back down to this other block that is here. All right. I think I've looked at almost all the pairs of interest. Quickly, we have 5 minutes. So is there any pair you want me to look at aside the ones I've just considered? I've looked at USD, GBPUSD, USD CAD, USD JPY, and gold. Quickly, we have 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Greetings to you.
So I'm not joining you now, so sorry.
It's okay. We usually start 8 p.m.
For coming late because my network was down.
Okay.
No, the situation of dollar right now. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't hearing you.
I said, what is the situation of dollar right now?
I think
because it has been falling since last week. We have been seeing a fall down.
Yeah, the dollar is facing a whole lot of pressure. It's trying to remain strong. Within the past, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's actually making attempts to go higher. But we see, I see it dipping more. But for just looking at the range formed by this high and this low, although we have gotten a retracement up to the 50 of the Fibonacci, which is equilibrium. But then, since there is still liquidity on the upside, so for the short term, we may just look at trying to see if we can make a kind of a retracement into this level and then give us reason to push it up to the 62 or even the 70 level of our Fibonacci. So that will now affect how we are going to trade the EURUSD, the GBPUSD, and other USD pairs. Okay, but normally what we are doing is we're just making projections. So when the market opens, and then the way is you just allow the market to react first before you react. So you trade based on what you're seeing in the market. Is that clear? Okay. Yeah. Any other question? So why I was making a kind of expecting it to make move higher a little, especially on Monday and Tuesday when there will be no much news. We have a kind of liquidity resting above these highs. So we want to see it give us a kind of a little push down, and then go up to take out the liquidity that is above these highs here, and then that will go close to the 60, the 62, and then the 70 retracement level of our Fibonacci. So we are not looking at what is totally happening to the dollar. We are just looking at the range formed by this high and this low. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay. All right, guys. So we in about a minute, if our Zoom is going to disconnect. So except you have any quick question that I can use 60 seconds to answer, then in that case we are going to call it a day, and then see you again on Sunday. John, is that clear?
Yes, sir. It's very clear, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm actually planning something, so maybe when I finish cooking it, I will make it public in the group.
Okay, I'm expecting, sir.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. See you next in our next section. All right. Good night.
Okay, sir.